Miyazawa. Let's say hello to Greg Pop. For the rest of the panelists, I am nothing if not long-winded. So give me a minute to ramp up and then start walking up because it's not a big room. All right. She is an author, screenwriter, blogger, columnist, and now a comic book writer. She's best known for her novel, Going in Circles, her memoir, Notes to Boys, and Other Things I Shouldn't Share in Public, and as a screenwriter for Moana and Smurfs The Lost Village. Her first original comic series at Boom is Slam. Please, a warm welcome for Pamela Ribbon.
What? I was just talking about.
He is an accomplished comic book writer and novelist. He broke into the industry working for 2000 AD at Judge Dredd magazine before launching an original series at Image Comics with Fraser Irving entitled Gutsville. From there, he worked on numerous Marvel titles, primarily in the X-Men family. He's written a number of original series for Boom Studios, including one we'll talk about here today, Godshaper, one of my favorite human beings in the world, Mr. Simon Sturgis. And he knows how to make an entrance.
Still wouldn't know how to tell you.
He is an award-winning comic book writer, author, filmmaker, journalist, and educator. His work in comics includes the Glyph Award-winning Shaft series, Power Man and Iron Fist, Nighthawk, Fury, and Cyborg. His first series with Boom Studios, the official tie-in comic series War of the Planet of the Apes, is out now. Welcome, David F. Walker. He is an illustrator, cartoonist, and art director. He has been an illustrator for the New York Times bestselling Redwall series, as well as the chief creative officer of the Intrepid MNY Group, a company he helped co-found in 2011. And I think now officially on his third Comic-Con panel, please welcome Sean Rubin. His first original graphic novel is out from Archaea. It's called Boulevard. All right. Now, she is a cartoonist, and I'm told a karaoke enthusiast. We're going to test that tonight. She graduated from the Kendall College of Art and Design with a BFA in Digital Media, and she has been working on the Comic-Con circuit for quite some time. We're really thrilled to have her as the artist on our first series with Nickelodeon Rugrats. Please welcome Lisa Dubois. Did I do the last name right? Lisa, did I do the last name right?
Oui.
My French is a little rusty. It's about 20 years out of practice. All right. And last but certainly not least, he is an author and a poet. His 2012 novel, Throne of the Crescent Moon, the first of a trilogy, was nominated for the Hugo Award for Best Novel, and it won the Locus Award for Best First Novel. He's been a finalist for the John W. Campbell Award and the Nebula Award, and he's currently writing Black Bolt for Marvel Comics. Let's make him feel welcome at his first Boom Studios panel, Saladin Ahmed. You get pole position. All right. So, to kick things off and put him immediately on the spot, some of you may have noticed that everyone else on this panel has a project that Boom is currently publishing. And you may be wondering why Saladin is here. So I'm going to kick off the panel with one of those announcements that I promised, and let's answer that question. Saladin, why are you here?
Why are any of us here? I'm here to announce, Abbott, which is my first creator-owned comic book, which Boom is publishing in January.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's wow. I actually haven't seen the letter cover yet, and
that's
really exciting.
That is our first teaser.
Yes,
for it.
So wow.
So
she's awesome.
That's pretty cool, right? So Saladin, if you ran into an old friend on the street and they asked you what you were working on right now, how would you explain that?
That would be hard to explain to a random person in an elevator. I would probably. So the pitch is that the year is 1972, and Elena Abbott is the only black reporter at the tabloid paper, the Detroit Daily, the fictional but inspired by real newspaper. And she's a tabloid reporter, but a sort of super incisive investigative journalist, sort of better than the environment she's working in, but limited by social circumstance. And she has lost her husband 10 years earlier in a mysterious murder in which, if she's not losing her mind, shadow things consumed him in front of her. And she is doing her beat as a reporter, smoking a lot, kind of avoiding thinking about the past, and suddenly bodies start turning up under very similar circumstances. And so the idea is it's a sort of Kolchak the Night Stalker, John Constantine, Fox Mulder figure, but with a type of protagonist who hasn't really gotten a chance to fill that sort of role. And it's very anchored in Detroit, which is the city I'm from, and anchored in history, specific history that is about the 70s, but also has a lot of resonances for what's happening.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you join the Boom team. And one other little bit of preamble. Unfortunately, Greg has additional obligations because he's a very popular fellow. So I'm gonna turn the attention briefly to Greg so that he can chat a little bit before he has to take off, and then we'll kind of get into more of a free-form discussion. But I guess just kind of continuing this line of thought, how about the rest of the panel, starting with Greg? How would you tell an old friend or a random stranger in an elevator about what you're working on at Boom currently?
All right. I'm working on Mech Cadet U, which is the story of a kid and this giant robot. To be specific, it's the janitor's kid. So we live in a world where every 4 years, giant robots descend. Mysterious giant robots descend from outer space. Nobody knows why, but they come down into the Arizona desert, to a specific spot in the Arizona desert. And if there are kids there, they bond with